see, what does it say? Green, clear, yes. Looks good, I think. Oh, yep, good morning, good morning. Running a tiny bit later this morning. I was downstairs inspecting stuff, this construction. Didn't get my morning sharpening done before we started, so it's okay. All these same faces, look at this. Same names. Welcome back, good morning. Ready for another crazy, crazy day, I guess. This tool isn't a specifically traditional one, it's the only one of its type that I have. The traditional tools are the ones, with the bevel chisel, but with the split handle. These are the traditional type, the ones with a split handle. That's the ones I mostly use, and the ones that, we as traditional carvers use. The kind you see with these longer handles, with the blade embedded on the inside. These are what are generally called Mokuhankan tools. Creative printmakers, the 20th century stuff. And they're made either by getting a piece of wood and tapping a blank blade down the length of it into it and sharpening it, or like this one, which is made of a top and a bottom piece laminated together. This is a homemade one, actually. I didn't make it myself. It was made by Usui Kinzaburo. He's he's dead now. He was a blade maker. We were buying our blades from him. This would be 20, 25 years ago, whatever. And I went to visit him one day to do a little story for my newsletter that I was doing back then. It'd be like 1991 or 1992. And we hit it off. I gave him some prints. He gave me some tools. And later, his son, after Usui-san died, his son sent me this one. And said that his dad had asked that David get a couple of his tools. And when I first received it, I thought, oh geez, Sosaku tools, I don't use this stuff. I'll put it in the drawer and forgot about it. Didn't do anything with it. And then I don't remember why, but whatever, out of curiosity or something, one day I picked it up and tried to use it. And it is wonderful. A wonderful, wonderful tool. In the traditional vein, mostly we use these chisels, the bullnose chisels, up to about 6 millimeters wide. Once you get over 6 millimeters wide, we switch to the tools that are hit with a mallet. The cherry wood is really, really hard. And when you're taking off little bits at a time, 3 millimeters, 6 millimeters, it's okay. But when you start taking off like this, and this is what? This is a 12? I don't know what it is. I never measured it. When you start taking off, looks like a 12 or 13, it's hard to say. Here's 12. When you start taking off wider amounts of wood, this cherry is hard. You can't do it by hand. You need the power of the mallet. So that's why I didn't use this for years and years. Just threw it in the drawer. One day I brought it out, and it's perfect. It turned out to be perfect. Excuse me, for the job we're about to do today. Clearing off the bottom section of these C's after we finished chopping out the wood. So since then, it's been my constant companion. I use it for every single print. After clearing with the big chisels, in comes this one. And I would very, very much recommend this. It's really cool. It's a bullnose chisel in English. In Japanese, aisuki. And it's really, really rare to find them at 12 millimeters. They usually come like this, up to 6 millimeters. But this is with me till I'm done. This is really, really a nice tool. It's quite heavily rounded, more rounded than we normally do. And I guess that's an indication of its function. It's halfway between the actual aisuki chisel and the soai-nomi. It's somewhere between those two functions. And you got to keep it sharpened at quite a shallow angle. If it was sharpened at a bevel up like this too much, then it would want to dig into the wood, and you're trying to remove too much at the same time. And with a 12 millimeter width, you just can't do it without a hammer. So it's got to stay down at a really quite shallow angle. And I would never have any reason to be putting this on the 400 stone because it would never break. This is the 1000 stone, the middle stone that we use. When I sharpen my main carving tool, sometimes it's actually broken. So we've got to cut away a lot of steel, so I'll use the 400 stone. But this one never breaks. Never. This is easy too because it's so wide, it's easy to keep it flat. Should I be checking the chat to find out Dave, your microphone's not plugged in or something? Or what have we got? I don't know how you can see this on the stream here. Let's see if I can get the back of this blade visible. The front of the blade, it's your typical bullnose chisel. Eh? It's got a curve. Can we see it? It's got that kind of curve on it. And the bevel itself is curved. This is not at the final polish yet, but you can see the shape there. And then the back of it is hollow ground. Can I get it to the right angle here where it's visible? Hey, there it is. There it is. You can see the hollow in the middle of the back. So the only part that's shining, catching the light here, is the part around the edges and around the tip. The rest of the back is hollow ground. And the way we use these chisels with the bevel down, some people are thinking, what's the purpose of having a hollow ground on the back? It's not affecting things. People, shrine carpenters who are, or cabinet makers who are using mortising chisels, whatever, they're having to tap in and make a perfect flat thing. They want a hollow ground back so it doesn't push the chisel away from what they're cutting. But with us, when we're using this chisel, the hollow ground back seems to make no difference. Where it really comes into play is when you are sharpening the thing. So the back of the chisel goes onto the stone and the pressure of the sharpening is focused on the tip. If it's not hollow ground, if the back is nominally flat, it's really, really difficult. You're putting pressure on the whole area of the steel. It's very easy to have it a tiny bit rocked up and the tip not catching the actual action on the stone. But with a good, beautiful hollow ground, then the sharpening action focuses on the tip and you get a really, really nice, good, clean sharpen. I think we're ready. That's the shape now. Let's polish it. And it's freehand, eh? I'm tipping to the left, tipping to the right, tipping to the left, looking at that corner, tipping to the right. Don't knock too much off the corner. It's a freehand action on a flat stone. We're really not using much pressure here at all. Very, very light. Just dancing over the surface here. Just sliding. I think we have arrived. What I've also been doing with this one, you perhaps saw me at the beginning when I sharpened it, I've kept some tape, some cloth tape rolled around the outside of this thing, because the sharpening action, of course, happens on the tip of the blade, but this part of the blade also gets a really, really strong, sharp edge. And keeping your fingers on it like this is really sharp, so I should wrap tape around it, but I don't have any within reach right now, so I'll get to that a bit later. Okay, very nice, very nice. I really, really, really love this tool. It should be, I'm not quite sure how long it is, I'm not sure how much is buried in there. Usui-san, who made it for me, it must have been quite a bit longer when he started. This has already become shorter. And I have no idea how much blade is left in here, how much life this thing has left in it. There's no way to find out without destroying it, taking it apart. So we'll see. Will it last as long as I do? Maybe. Or maybe it'll die first, or who knows? No idea. But it's a very, very beautiful tool and one of my favorites. And if we get our own tool business up and running, which is starting to nibble at again, I'm going to include one of these in our tool environment, because it's so useful, so useful. Anyway, talking too much, let's get to work, sorry. We're using it like a plane, you know, keeping it at such a fine angle, high pressure, heavy pressure on the back. It's not so much a chisel as it is a plane. Isn't that a cool sound? That's what all I can reach, I think, with this tool. I think we've talked about this before. The reason for keeping these ocean floors smooth is because during the printing process, as we go along, making hundreds of prints, and we're going to make 500, 600, 700 of these, as we're printing, the pigment gets picked up off the top of the printing areas, but if there's roughness in the bottom of the seas, again, many times we've talked about this, roughness in the bottom of the seas, it catches pigment and little mountains build up, and start to show on the front of the print. So anytime you're going to be making a lot of prints from a set of blocks, save yourself some grief and keep the bottom smooth. Okay, let's move on now. Clear off the last step. Should I be watching more carefully? Comments and stuff? What's this? What are we talking about? Oh, the crows outside. I wasn't noticing, I'm sorry. So. Someone asked about the cloth. What? Yeah, the cloth. It's the same old story, whatever. I just hang out the stuff too long. It doesn't matter, whatever. Not worth them getting into. Okay, where are we? How should I do this? Should I get the scope in or should I go freehand? It's going to move out of the zone, you know. Let's zoom in. We've learned our lesson on that. I spend 10 minutes carving out of the camera view if I don't do this. It's plus minus for me. Using the scope means the field of view is very small for me, but it means I stay stable and people on the stream can see what I'm doing. Let's start here. Let's zoom in. Is that better? Okay. Here we go. Too small. Good work. It really is a crispy block, you know, every stroke has a good crunching sound, but I'm a little bit concerned. Too much of that crispiness is an indication of a block that can be quite brittle. So I'm not so sure on the longevity of this one. I'm not really concerned about that. This is for the Patreon prints, and we're going to print our few hundred, but it's probably not something that'll be having an extended life in our catalog for decades and decades. So it'll do its job. There's a really hard spot there. Crunch. Banging here. I'll move it out. Oh, look at this. Talk. Oh boy. Sorry not to be too up on this, guys. We're talking about trees, Vermont. Okay. When Cameron shows up this morning, it's yet a half an hour or so away, but when he shows up, he's going to be like, what's the news? He wants to hear from me about what I did last night, or yesterday evening, We had, actually there was a couple of guests here last night. We've got, there was a guest from Holland, a long-time supporter was here yesterday, and the young man from Latvia has been around for a few days now. So three of us were out for dinner last night, a bit longer than I should have stayed out. And the connection with Cameron is he and I yesterday, we were, going through the normal, some of the monthly updating bookkeeping routines. And it was the day yesterday. Once a month, we have to go to the Patreon database and download the updates from the Patreon website, update our own data file on it, see who's in line to get which print, and then tell our OMA shipping center, okay, send this Chippy print, send this New Year's print, send these different prints to the Patreon people. We do the updating once a month on that. There's no reason to do it any more often than that, because we ship the Patreon gift prints, once a month. And Patreon also, they charge their people once a month, so there's no reason to do this update on a daily, whatever basis. So we do it once a month. And without wanting to badmouth the Patreon people, the way they run their system suits, I guess, most of their clients, the people who are collecting money on Patreon, for the most part, are not sending presents and stuff out to the people. For most Patreon campaigns, I guess the patrons are putting money in and they get access to a special video channel or stuff like that, whatever. Now, we're actually sending stuff to people. So we need good address information and stuff like that, which we've asked Patreon to collect from the people, and they do. These are our basic data dump of their address. But we never get updates from them. Patreon never lets us know when somebody has changed their address or updated their address. They don't even let us know when people drop out. Just simply they disappear next time we make a download. So if somebody's been here for 3 or 4 months in the Patreon system, and they back out, which people do. People come and go all the time. We're never notified about it. Just simply we have to make sure when we download the database the next time, there's names that are simply missing. So we have to do a cross-correlation between their database every month and our own copy of it to know who's still here, who's joined, which ones have quietly disappeared, stuff like that. And people change their level of patronage, excuse me, sorry. And what makes it difficult is their database is not teed up for this. It doesn't even have a unique ID field. All they give us is a little CSV file of the names and addresses and a couple more data points, and that's it. And there's no unique identifier that they allow us to see. They probably have it in their own database, but that's not exposed in the downloads that we get from them. So there's 17 people in there called David, and we have to try and cross-match the address, but we're matching the names with the addresses, but somebody's moved, so it doesn't match anymore. It's an absolute nightmare. They're not assuming that their users have any programming knowledge or would attempt to use this data in a sensible way. So every month we have to go through the same thing. We have to download the raw CSV file, which includes commas and isn't escaped, so we have to fix that first. So, and then try and update our own file. We've built our own identifiers for this and have to rebuild them each time we get the file from those guys. Anyway, long story short, we've worked out a routine for doing this to minimize our own time, the time of trouble. But yesterday it went wrong. And we ran the camera down. He hasn't done it too many times, but so he's not quite so familiar with how it works. But he did everything he was supposed to do yesterday. But somewhere along the line, one of the fields got trimmed. And when we ran the import, it didn't recognize anybody as being a previous user. So it took the entire database, added them to our database again as a whole bunch of new users, then flagged all of the people in our own database as being no longer with us because it couldn't match them up. So of course, every single item in our database was the data was what's the word? Not borked, rendered corrupt. The data didn't mean anything. So we tried to figure what was happening. We went back, we did a post-mortem through the different stages of the file, and we found the error. No problem. But what it meant, we can run it again today after having corrected the error. But when Cameron left last night, the database was still in the corrupt stage. So we got to go to backups. And I had a backup only of the entire system database for our business. I didn't have a backup just of the 2 tables that had been destroyed by this bad action. So last night I had to figure out a way to use a database dump and restore just a couple of tables from it, and I'd never done that before. But I didn't have time to do it before dinner, so after going out for dinner with those friends and having one more beer than I should have had, I get back here at like 12:30 and have to learn how to restore a single pair of tables from database. So Cameron wasn't quite so sure if this was going to happen, so he's going to come in here this morning, and it's like a question on his face: is the data still destroyed, or where do we stand on this? And I'm going to be able to tell him, yeah, okay, it's no problem. The tables have been restored, and let's go back to the beginning and try again. So the IT department here worked late last night, but got their job done. Where am I here? I got lost. Oh, here, up here. It's pretty rare here that we actually have to go to backups to restore data, but we've got them. Boy, do we have them. We have so many redundant levels of backups, I've been fooling around with these machines for long enough to, I learned that lesson long ago, many decades ago. However many levels of backup you think you have is almost certainly not enough. We have backups here inside each machine, backing up to offline drives, not offline, external drives. And we back up off-site to 2 different systems. We're paranoid, absolutely paranoid. Because we lost our central database. My God, we just that will be the end of it. That would be it. We're backed up off this continent. Literally, that's no joke. I mean, Tokyo is, earthquake-prone place. This building could fall down. Tokyo infrastructure itself could take astonishingly hard hits. We don't know. We're backed up inside our machines, inside the room, in the city somewhere else, and we're backed up off the continent. Oh, is it that time already? Not sure. Who would this be at this time? A bit early for any of them. Who might be? Oh, it's Cameron. It's his boots.
morning.
You're early. Get an earlier train today, or
Yeah.
unusual in that there were no delays? I don't know.
Just got a little earlier today.
Just chatting about you here. No, I mean, not talking about you. No.
I'm in trouble.
Not like that. I know that the database working yesterday. It's all clear. I got it all.
Thank you. Were you able to restore the?
I was restored just those 2 tables. It was fine. It was really pretty good. I've never done that
good.
before, but the first few attempts I made were
less successful.
Had to head for Google and learn how to really do it properly, but I got it done, and it's actually much simpler than I thought it was.
Oh, good.
The access to the data is really clean and clear. It's no problem.
I love it when things are easier.
So it is now, yeah.
Yeah.
So just those 2 tables are backed up, and the Patreon part of our database is as though you had done nothing yesterday.
Okay,
So
great.
we're clear to do it again.
Undo everything.
We're clear to start again and see how much we can screw up again today.
Yeah.
So.
I'll try to find a new way to mess up. How's the stream going?
I know
this morning?
it seems quite chatty. They were
Okay.
talking about Vermont or something a while ago. I really haven't been able to follow it.
Okay.
I answered a couple of questions back at the beginning, but since then they're talking about maple candy ice cream. So I think it's something.
Maple candy ice cream?
I think the thread started at Vermont or something, and it went to trees. I don't know.
We've just moved further and further north.
Yeah.
Canada.
And maybe these people have logged into the wrong Twitch stream by mistake or something. I don't know. Who knows? Twitch has got wires crossed today. I don't know.
Good morning.
As for the technical stuff, Safari's killed in the background. We're wired in. I don't see any
I just
problems.
turned off Wi-Fi
Yeah,
and everything.
So for a few days running now, since I've remembered to stop Safari in the background, we have had no problems, so far.
Yeah. That's good.
Even the mice are very, very, very quiet. They're not all gone yet. I hear the occasional something, yes, but there's nowhere near as much vivid action up there as there has been. So
That's good.
all I can assume is that they are now actually in the process of starving to death. Sorry to actually sort of say that, but I guess that's what's happening. So.
Yeah.
But we don't know. We'll see.
Rylock 99 is defending himself. It started with cherry trees, to be fair.
Well, it's fine. I mean, with the days that I can't watch, clearly, then it's fine that they entertain themselves and talk about stuff. That's fine. I wasn't complaining in any way. No. It's happier for me to see that they're enjoying themselves and having a pleasant time there while I'm doing my work. So I wasn't being a negative at all.
No. Jed mentioned...
Was he on?
No, not on here. He mentioned our Instagram account on his Instagram account.
Yes, I saw that this morning,
so
I talked to him.
More than doubled, I think, now the number of...
I wasn't really aware. I mean, you had mentioned that we had one now, but I haven't ever seen it until this morning.
That's fine. Oh, you went inside. Okay.
No, what happened was I whatever. I had to set my alarm this morning. I don't usually use an alarm, but last night, whatever.
Up late.
Up a bit late. We went for dinner with Jacques and
with Jacques too.
Guesters, and we went to a bar. And we didn't. Whatever. We were okay.
We were okay.
We didn't close the place. It's okay. But I'd forgotten that I had to do that database restore. So I came back and I think, I'm going to crash. And then, no, I can't crash. I got to fix that database. So that took a while. Yeah. So it meant that I had to set my alarm because I wouldn't have been able to organically wake up
early enough.
So and I put the laptop by the side of my pillow there. So So the thing goes off, and oh my God, what time is it? 6 o'clock, So I hit it, and then I made a big mistake. I cracked open the laptop so that it would download email. I was thinking, I'm going to head for the showers, but get all the email.
Jed calls.
And Jed calls me back.
So
I'm sitting there propped up on my pillow, and I got the rat's nest of hair, and it just... He says, good news. I got to tell you about your Instagram account. I just doubled your viewers, in the last couple of hours. He's so proud. It's funny. It's great. And I'm like... We have an Instagram account.
That's funny.
So I don't know what he did. He just
mentioned it. He said something like, or he mentioned one of the new prints that's arrived over there, or both of them.
And then mentioned that we have one, so his viewers.
We have some. Thanks, or go check out the partners who are making this at Mokuhankan or something like that.
Good. I think Instagram is a big deal for him, isn't he? He's got like a bajillion followers and stuff like that.
26,000, I think.
Really?
So.
Nice, okay. I'm sorry to have been ignoring it then.
No, it's fine. Just slowly.
But then, it's only you that posts on it, or do viewers themselves post on it?
They can post comments and things, so only I or you or whoever we authorize can put up pictures or short videos.
I see, so outsiders can't. But when I after he told me about it, I followed his link, and there was like stuff. So people are tagging us, and it appears in our own thing or not. I don't know how that worked.
It's not directly on our page, but if someone searches the tag Mokuhankan instead of the account Mokuhankan,
then anybody who has come here and taken a picture,
done a print party or something else. Okay. So
I wasn't quite sure how it worked. What was our content? What was somebody else's content? So
yeah.
So it doesn't really matter then.
Yeah.
Who put it up? Okay, I see.
Yeah.
And I saw a question there on the first link that Jed linked me to this morning on our...
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to respond. It came overnight.
You've been doing that. Have you been doing that?
Mm-hmm.
You actually... Okay.
Yeah, responding to their questions.
One more thing that we have to monitor and answer.
Yes, one more.
My daughter swears by it. She says Instagram is the biggest thing for their business.
Really?
The wedding dress
I believe
stuff.
It, yeah. They closed the bar. Dave drank at the bar. The bar's closed and out of business.
No, what we did was it's a sort of wide open izakaya, not a dark, smoky, gloomy, 6-seat izakaya. Just a pub with maybe 50 seats. It's actually a chain.
Oh, okay.
A chain menu stuff. And what we did was I ordered bean beer instead of individual glasses.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we get a couple of bottles in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
And we serve each other in small glasses.
Okay.
So it's the best way. People who don't want to drink quite too much, or somebody who wants to drink a bit more, can actually, just drink at your own pace rather than being faced with a stein.
Yeah.
And do I order another stein? And do I order another stein? So you just sip and nibble. So and we drank no more. The three of us, we drank 3 bean beer, 3 bottles of Asahi Dry, and they're 500 milliliter bottles for 3 of us. So we each had, what would it be in beer? It's like a pint or something. Yeah. So we didn't drink the place dry or something.
Yeah.
It was pleasant chatting and.
Nice. Recording Cameron, please prepare a short intro to Instagram for Dave to deliver at lunchtime. I'll get my PowerPoint fired up.
It's my whole net and social media thing. I'm involved heavily with some aspects of it, and some aspects of it I didn't find personally interesting. I don't touch Twitter. I don't touch Instagram. Yeah. I've had the feeling that that's the short bursts of grab your attention all day long, and you got to watch this feed, and if you miss it, you've missed it. And I don't want to be pestered and chased all day.
Yeah.
So the long form stuff is where I want to hang around. Mm-hmm. You please take care of the rest of it. That's fine.
Yeah. Cameron's early, or I'm late, or both. I was a bit early. Twitter is so toxic all the time. It would stress Dave out so much. Joe Reese says.
Well, I was told the same thing about YouTube and Reddit. YouTube was toxic, don't go there, Dave. And that hasn't been my experience at all. So I'm not concerned about the toxicity of Twitter. I'm just concerned about the bothersome aspect of it.
Yeah.
That's okay. There's enough for me to do here. I don't need to try and do everything.
I've missed the last few streams. How many color blocks has Dave got done?
Not so many. Okay, so what we're up to, the print itself is going to be done on 3 pieces of wood. I have to zoom out a bit for this. Yeah. It'll be 3 pieces of wood. It's our rule for all these Patreon chibis. And so out of 3 pieces of wood, we're using 6 sides. So one side is the key block, and there will be 5 color faces. And 1 and 2 were done, last week or so, whatever. This is now the 3rd one that I'm doing, and there are 2 blank faces still to come on this. So I'm not getting through this very quickly. I'm sorry. The printers are actually waiting for it. They want to get going because we have to ship this thing in, I think it's May. I'm not quite sure.
It's coming up soon.
And the first shipment is going to be like 300 of these things.
Yeah.
So we may actually not make that and have to, write little notes and say, theoretically you should have got this month, but it'll be next month. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. But, so actually, at the moment, I'm about halfway through this. I'm sorry. And we've said this before. If there was nothing else going on, if I was just doing this, a print like this is just a couple of days' work. Mm-hmm. But when I've only got 90 minutes a day for it, and not even that, I missed 3 days.
Yeah. And then I bother you with lots of questions the whole time you're carving.
Well, that's no problem. I'm carving still when we do this. That's no problem at all. It's better. I mean, when you're not here, I've got to keep taking off my glasses and looking at what you're doing. So that's no problem. Yeah. It's much more pleasant this way.
Okay.
Our stream, the kind of streaming we do, really needs a wingman.
Yeah.
For the two of us to chat about different things and also make it better access to question answering. Mm-hmm. So you're hired.
All right. Back on. I've just been coming in hoping I'd get hired.
Like Asuka Sensei's story, he went to Takamizawa for 7 years before they took him on.
What?
7 years. They said, go away. He said, can I hang around? Whatever you want, but we're not going to hire you. 7 years later.
Oh my goodness.
That's his story.
What is he? And he just printed and...
Carved.
He carved there for them.
And they threw blocks at him. They used his work. And I guess he was paid sort of some, whatever, okay, throw him some coins. But he wasn't actually hired to take him on.
Wow. Interesting.
So to make a living, to be able to pay his rent, he worked for a noodle delivery company in the evenings. Demai. It was a bicycle. He's carrying the noodles around.
Yeah.
And during the daytime, he hung around at Takamizawa.
Wow.
Being able to use one of the benches in the corner.
Huh.
And the end result is now he's the last good carver.
Yeah. What's that make you?
Well, he and I are very, very different. I'm a self-taught, rogue, lone wolf type carver. He and I are both very, very good at this. But he's the last good one who trained in the classical way. So this is why we don't try and teach people. When Johnson came to learn, we kicked him out and sent him straight over to Saxon's place to learn the real deal.
Yeah.
And so it's a bit confusing for some guys. They look on Dave as Dave's a real master of this. Dave is really good at this, and some things he does really well, but he is not classically trained, which has some good points and has some bad points.
Yeah.
The good points are I was allowed and free to do whatever I want. I've done some fabulous prints that would never have come my way if I was sitting at the feet of somebody who had been feeding me traditional work step by step. But the benefit for him is that he knows all the intricate ins and outs of every way to twist your wrist and hold the knife and things like that I don't know because I did it the self-taught easy way. So it's good. We complement each other very well, and I think extremely highly of him, and he seems to feel the same about me. And we're within months of age of each other. Interesting. I think he's older by a few months, which makes him senpai, but whatever.
Makes him senpai.
We like each other. We're both so stupidly busy that we never get a chance to hang out. I think he's in Europe. I think the girl said he left for. I think it's England. So. He's doing some kind of guest tour. People are bringing him on. Tony, very, very nice guy.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from all the other people I've met who are training with him. He's great. Social media was a mistake, but I'm definitely glad to be here. Someone said social media can be overwhelming at times if you let it be. But
it's one of those things. It's like fire, You warm your house or it burns it down, whatever. Our experience with social media is it's changed our lives and made communication with people all over the world possible. So I have nothing specifically bad to say about it.
Yeah,
we behave ourselves on social media, and the community seems to play along.
Yeah.
I can't think of any specifically bad experiences we've had with this. Maybe that day will come, but I don't know.
Yeah. Is there an R Japanese printmaking, a Reddit page for just Japanese printmaking? I wonder.
For us,
someone's talking about it, but
No, the experience I have on Reddit is that some of our videos get posted to the is it called a channel or a page?
Yeah.
It's called Artisan Videos. It gets posted there. And people post things on ASMR and things like that, which I don't follow so much. And then once on Reddit, when I did that YouTube video about talking with the old carver, you know.
Right.
Remember, you just the evening I put that up, somebody posted it to something on Reddit that followed the documentary.
Oh, okay.
And it went berserk overnight, and that's been one of the things that's helped our career here very, very much.
Cool.
And the comments on the Reddit pages that have been about my work have been, the ones that I've seen anyway, for the most part, have been polite and respectful.
Yeah, very, very positive. Thanks.
So Reddit too, I have no problem with Reddit at all. The community has been respectful to me, and I've been contributing in a very small way to that. So.
Yeah.
So these places I was warned off in the beginning. YouTube, don't go there, Dave, or Reddit. Oh my God, how can you think about such a thing?
But they've all been positive.
Yes, absolutely positive.
おはようございます。
Sugi-san, good morning.
おはようございます。
Sugi-san, 今日、レイちゃんが来るですか？来ないですか？
今日ね、レイちゃん、わかんないんだ
そう、
よね。
私、イエロードットで買ったんですが、私とりあえず取ったんですが。
取ったんだ。
もう来ないかな、だから。
今日はもしかしたら来ないかも。
Okay.
なんかね、風邪ひいたって言って。
あ、そうか。じゃあちょっと入れてください。
わかりました。
Did you hear that little click there, Cameron-san? Just when I looked up, tried to talk to Suga-san while I'm doing this. Did you see what happened? Does it show on the screen?
Oh. If you zoom in a little bit, because we did zoom back.
Zoom back
a while
out.
ago,
Soka. This is what you get when you lift your head out to talk to Suga-san at the very moment you're just doing a little clearing.
There.
The point is gone. Is it visible?
Yep, yeah.
Well, let's dig it out just to see where it is here. Before I sharpen, this is a key point. I broke the knife just now. I'm going to go and sharpen it. And what happens after you sharpen? You come back and you continue carving. And the broken blade is in there. And this happened to me so many stupid times because I was too dumb. You go and sharpen, you come back in and pick up exactly where you left off, and you hit the broken piece of steel and you break it. Let's dig it out.
Yeah.
Is this visible? I'm not sure.
Yeah, we can see it.
Let's go in there.
There it goes. It just went
There it
flying
is.
away.
There it is. There's the... And this is a big, major break.
Yeah.
And this ties in with what we did the other day. This is a new blade. I don't know if you were here.
I didn't see you change the blade.
This is the first... This will now be the first sharpening, second sharpening, because I shaped it first the other day.
To get it started.
So, and we talked about this. The tip of the blade is a weak place. And we've talked to the blade makers time and time again. We asked them, don't sharpen the blade when you give it to me. Just give me the raw stub.
Yeah.
We'll do our own sharpening. But because they sell them all over the place in different places, but
they won't give you special treatment.
They've already done. They make them and just gang them up and do it. Yeah. So it was sharpened with a sort of a blunt angle that I didn't want. And the problem is not that I can't change it, but I know they do it on a grindstone. Next one, next one, in seconds. And they do it. It gets too hot.
Yeah. You
can't put a tiny blade like this on a grindstone without being really, really careful not to get it too hot.
Yeah.
So the first 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 millimeters is crap steel. And here we are. It's broken off. Look how long that's broken off. What is it? Look at that.
Oh, it's magnetized.
It's like, what is that, a millimeter? I can't see because I'm under the scope, so I have no...
Tell.
Anyway, a big chunk of this is broken off.
How big your monitor is.
Yeah. So there she is. So damn it. So actually what I'll do then, what time is it now?
8:57.
Okay, well let me just keep on. I don't actually need this for this job here. I'm going to just put it aside for a minute and keep on with the clearing with the bullnose chisels here.
Yeah.
So it's happened. It's X%. I'm going to blame that break X% on the tool maker because he destroyed the tempering on the tool there. Yeah. But obviously, clearly, it's my fault. I was looked up to talk to Suga-san, got the angle wrong, and bang, down she goes. Let's blame Suga-san.
Oh, let's blame Suga-san.
Quietly.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Westwind77 says, when I shared the make a print from start to finish stream, it did well on the Artisan Videos subreddit that you were talking about, the Artisan Videos one.
Oh yeah, I think so too. So I think those questions. I think I went on there and answered a couple of questions. Yeah. So. But recently, Reddit has been not posting some, Mike, is in the YouTube videos now. We were last time we were mentioning Kickstarter, and before that we mentioned Patreon. And Reddit is pretty paranoid about that. If it looks like you're promoting your own videos, they get cold shoulder. They run away from it as fast as they can. Which I get. That's fair enough because I would rather the community was more. Sharing what you like rather than So it's a bit unfortunate. I guess the people who would like to upload it, oh, David mentioned the word Patreon, so they can't upload it to something like this. So I get that. So maybe the next time I'll keep quiet or something.
Let's see Wilkie's post. Let me jump back so I can find. Oh, someone just made our Japanese printmaking. So, but Wilkie, how about you contact me? I posted an email address probably 10 lines above where your...
What do you mean? A Reddit page for this Twitch stream, you mean?
Yeah, it just says Japanese printmaking. So it might be about printmaking generally. It might be about this one specifically. I'm not sure, but let us know so we can at least take a look, see what
I'm getting a bit curious. The other day, right, didn't you find a Facebook page that somebody had set up, but it was using our name? Because we had not set that up. It had its own front picture. It had its own all stuff. Who did that?
That one is one that's automatically generated by Facebook based on our address.
But we had a Facebook page. We had 2 of them. Why would Facebook do that?
Not sure. So we've merged it now. So now that one doesn't exist at all.
But the top title banner that was there was a small icon thing. Reddit, I mean, Facebook did that automatically. Are you sure?
That's what it says. It says it was generated, and then other users could add a picture.
And people were posting to it, weren't they?
And there was another shop in Saitama called Moku Hair Salon.
Yeah.
And so things about both of those, both Mokuhankan and the Moku Hair Salon were getting smashed together.
So Facebook's algorithms had done this?
Yes.
Okay.
And got them all jumbled up.
So people were posting to a page that looked like it was our page, but actually we had never seen before.
Right.
Interesting.
It was really weird, but it no longer exists.
So what, you killed it, you mean? Or,
Yeah. It let me just merge the likes and the check-ins. And there were a lot of people who had checked in saying, I had a great time at the print party. So I figured, okay, let's merge all those over.
And then we hadn't answered or anything because we didn't even know this existed. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. And you're sure this wasn't somebody co-opting us? It was a...
Yeah, at the top of the page, it said, this is a page generated by Facebook for this address because users have generated
address meaning physical street address, you mean, or HTTP address?
Yeah, the
physical street address.
Yep, our Asakusa address.
Okay, but we had that, didn't we? Have that?
We had it on our page, but for some reason it wasn't.
So this Facebook mastery of doing all this organic data combinations didn't do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it did a bad job.
Whatever. Okay.
That's cool. It was interesting, but. Koringami says, it happened to me too. I think it's automatic. I think talking about the page.
Like there aren't enough Facebook pages, they have to start generating more.
Yeah.
Or it's just digging for advertising dollars or something, or likes.
I don't know.
There's really quite a blowback now. The Facebook news in recent days and weeks has been so negative. And here in Japan, it's astonishing.
Oh, really? Even here in Japan?
I clipped a story for you. Have a look at it today.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I know. Actually, it's about the idea when people open a Japanese website like we did, and when you put the thing at the bottom, the button that says "click here to like it."
Yeah.
That script behind that has already identified who has visited the page. And it has put it into their Facebook database so that person already, quote, likes it just by being there, whether they click the button or not. And they read, so there's going to be a huge blowback here that Facebook is secretly, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, monitoring even non-users.
Whatever, even monitoring non-users, whether or not they click the button.
Wow.
So there's a growing swell for websites to remove the Facebook like button.
Yeah.
Unless Facebook decides to change it so that they only collect data once people actually touch it and click it, interact with it. So maybe I was going to you and I on whether you've got one on there. I guess do you a Facebook like button at the bottom of the JP front page, or is it? I thought you put the social media buttons, Twitch, YouTube.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a built-in like button. It only has links to the F page. Okay. Yeah, the F for Facebook.
Yeah,
so if they click it, they can go to it.
Okay. Yeah. I myself, I'm not paranoid about those things, but if there's going to be a huge public blowback, then you should be aware of it.
Yeah, that's good to know. You're always streaming at 2 a.m. in Germany. Thanks a lot, Dave.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Nice to be appreciated.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Stop the planet? Stop the rotation motion?
Yeah.
Not to be sarcastic.
Move over to Japan. No.
There is, for us, there's just no other possibility. You know, we stream up until 9:30, at which point our shop opens, and there's no way. Just it's impossible that I could possibly stream during the day. I mean, you know the way things happen here. We tried when I did this originally, half a year or so ago. I tried doing it twice, once in the morning and once in the evening after the shop closes. 5:30, come back here to the desk and stream.
Yeah.
And there's another reason that's impossible, of course, because 5:30 we don't actually get closed many days, and I'm kind of
tired.
At the end of the day is the end of the day. So I'm sorry. That's the way the planet rotates, and the other part of it is that, of course, we are archiving these things in 2 ways. On the Twitch stream and on the Twitch page itself, and then thanks to the fans now.
Yeah.
So you can see these things. What you can't do is take part in live real time in the chat. Of course, unless you find yourself a time machine. Yeah. Well, actually, I meant to ask you that, Cameron. I get notifications from Twitch. There's a stream of them that I don't even look at anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's people leave comments on the videos.
Oh.
So during the 2-week period that it's on Twitch, people can jump into the chat. So when you look at an older chat, what you see is the chat things that happen in real time, mixed with comments that people have parachuted in after the fact.
Interesting.
So I didn't know you can go to yesterday's chat. You can go to yesterday's video while you're watching it. The chat comes by in quote real time, recorded real time as you're watching it, and you can type in the chat window into a historical chat window, and they come to me as a notification. Somebody has left a comment on your video. Huh. Now, I don't look at this because there's dozens and dozens a day.
Yeah.
But that's possible. So the not archived talk stream, but the talk for that next 2 weeks is actually a bit. You could go in there and play with funny things and look at somebody's comment and type something back 2 minutes before that comment.
Yeah.
You could you get people's heads mixed up here. I was quite surprised they allow that, but
Yeah.
Maybe they're identified in some way that I didn't catch up, so that I didn't pick up, so that it is clear that this is something that was added later. I don't know the detail about it. Maybe the people here know more about this than I do, but you can post on archived video. Cool or whatever.
Interesting. Yeah. Quoting Gummy says, "Any news from the rats? Is Mokuhankan haunted now? You were saying they've just been quiet." So
they are very much quieter than before. It's not total silence, and I think not last night, 2 nights ago when I was over in the party room before going to bed, I did hear a bit of scurrying, and I heard nothing this morning, but was it yesterday before I was doing the stream? I felt like I heard one guy walk by or something.
Yeah.
So there are still living things up there, but they are way decreased in their activity from before. So either a bunch of them have gone, or they're in step-by-step shutdown mode, starving to death.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm sorry. It's extremely dry up there, during the construction parts where we've been able to peek into the upper attic there.
Yeah.
It's plaster dust and it's dry as a bone up there.
Huh.
Between the concrete roof and our ceiling. There's no source of liquid or food or anything.
Yeah.
Everything's coated in the decades of filtered concrete dust, yes.
Yeah.
So there's certainly nothing they can be living on up there.
Yeah. Jeez, this is getting grim. The last stragglers.
It is indeed getting grim, and I don't know what's happening. All I know is that it's a lot quieter than it was.
Yeah.
And somebody warned us they think it might be going to start to smell pretty soon. I'm not so sure that's true. There were dead rats up there before.
And they never noticed it.
We never noticed it. So we'll see how it goes. But, sorry to be morbid about it, but, whatever.
Yeah. Wild Omelette says, "I had to leave Facebook because it makes me neurotic, like I always need to be on it or else I'm missing out, so I just cut it out entirely." Maybe that says more about me than Facebook itself. And someone else said, "Everybody has a different threshold of how much they can use social media before it starts using them instead." I think there's a lot of truth to that.
And that's not just social media, that's human beings in general. How much interaction can we do with other people? Some people can handle crowds, some people won't by their own.
Yeah.
So there's nothing different there. It's just the same thing happening in a different format.
Yeah, I think they have a term for that phenomenon as it showed up with social media, like FOMO, fear of missing out, where there's always so much information available that it's it can be overwhelming, and if
you've got to get it under
you've
control.
got to
Yeah, you've got to turn off.
do something.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
turn it off. But some people, when they know it's there, they feel like they're always missing out on it, or they're missing something important by not watching.
There's
so
a
it can
mention
be
when I was standing outside that
overwhelming.
guy in the rickshaw yesterday. It must be 2 days ago.
Yeah.
There's a couple came by in a rickshaw car.
Oh, okay.
Not our print.
Yeah.
I had been standing outside looking at a new sign and just standing there. And the rickshaw driver came down. And the rickshaw driver said, "Look at me." They know who we are.
Oh, yeah.
He nods at me. And he turns back to the two in the buggy.
Yeah.
He's going to try and talk to them. He doesn't bother because she and he are both on the smartphones. And he is holding up a stick in his left hand with what looks like sort of a GoPro or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a live recording, I don't know. And in his right hand, he's doing a single. And he's scrolling with his thumb. And they're low enough to me as it goes by. I can see it's a Facebook feed. So he's coming down one of the most interesting streets in Tokyo, Rockdori. And he doesn't see
Anything.
single thing, you know. And I'm like, he's scrolling in his feed not to miss anything out while he's in one of the most interesting places on the surface of this planet.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. It's easy to sort of mock people like that, but I don't know, you know. I don't know what to say. You know.
Huh.
I've got my own blind spots and my own stupid things that I do, but good God, man, you know, why are you here, you know? Why are you here?
Yeah. Bizarre. Wow. Oh, okay. Thanks, Dead Steve. He's been doing some research. He said, if you have accepted a Twitch partner, or have Twitch Turbo, which I'm unfamiliar with, or have linked an Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, Twitch increases the video on demand storage from 2 weeks to 60 days. But since they're getting uploaded to YouTube separately forever, I think we're probably okay without that
Yes,
for now.
I think we'd seen something about that. So they do give you more storage if you're if your account is
you're
a
a
higher
partner.
level account or whatever
Yeah.
it is. Yes. So
Okay. Thanks for looking that up, though. Appreciate it.
I don't want to sort of reopen that whole thing again. I'm really leery about moving to anything that makes people think like they have to give money to us.
Yeah.
And that seems to be really, for most of the Twitch streamers, people who are streaming their games or stuff,
Yeah.
they desperately want to become a partner because it
Yeah.
means they get money from subscriptions. You know?
Yeah.
And you know, I know that a lot of people watching us have said that's not the reason they want to be able to have the custom icons and all that sort of stuff. But
Yeah.
I'm phobic about asking people here for money. The last thing I want to do is have any trace of that. I'm going to carve my prints. Come and give me some money so you can watch me do this. I'm so repulsed by that idea. You know. So I'm probably backing off a bit, overcompensating or overreacting to this. I'm sure. Well, we've had this discussion a number of times.
Yeah.
Just the idea of putting an ad on our YouTube videos just makes me just creep. You know, someone comes to watch one of our videos and then an ad roll comes on.
Yeah.
Dave is just trying to take more money. You know.
Yeah.
My God, I can't. Ow. Don't want to talk about it. It's okay. Right, like on screen and stuff. Is it centered or
Yeah.
whatever?
It's not exactly in the center, but it looks good.
Let me know.
It's in focus, so. This goes along with what you mentioned with the people on the rickshaw. 88 Uncle Ernie says, a friend told me when he went to see the Mona Lisa in Paris, he noticed no one else was looking at the painting. They were just on their phones, so probably taking pictures of
Pictures to
it.
show with it.
Yeah. Look at what I saw through my phone screen.
I mean, I get it. You know, it's you're recording your thing for an experience. I suppose. I mean, you know, when I was young, I had a camera. I took pictures and stuff. And, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that guy in the rickshaw cart, I should be a bit more thoughtful. Maybe what he was doing was he's a reporter or something. He was streaming.
Yeah.
The GoPro feed was streaming to his viewers, and he was following the reaction. So it's sort of maybe exactly what was happening right here.
Yeah.
He was on Twitch, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he was streaming to his Twitch channel, and together he and his followers were enjoying a trip around Tokyo.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be quite so sarcastic and cynical, just because, from my point of view, his eyes were on the screen.
Yeah.
He could have maybe been having a really interesting experience here in Tokyo that I didn't know about. So I should keep quiet a little bit, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Rather than instantly jumping to the negative conclusion. This idiot wasn't seeing anything, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe he was seeing a lot more than I thought. So
Yeah.
I don't know. If we started doing this, going outside, people would go nuts about this. I just can't get involved. You know, we used to do the going outside at the end of the YouTube videos, and people ask every day, people daily ask about that. Please do more of those, you know.
Yeah. Wait, do more of which thing?
Outside.
Oh, the outside
YouTube
ones,
videos,
yes,
there was
yeah.
an outside segment.
Yeah, people.
But if we did it live,
Yeah.
it's just, I can't think about it. This isn't a travelogue channel, it's, you know. Our corner of the internet would melt down if I did that.
See if I can set it up for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Actually, there is one, and having said that, there's one that we really need to do. I can't sort of do it by myself, walk and look at the camera by myself. I mean, I don't have a smartphone. So what we need to do is two of us go out there with the camera, and we need to go to Ginza, Asakusa Station, Ginza Line.
Yeah.
Right at the ticket barrier, where you come out of the ticket barrier.
Okay.
And just do a walk to here to show the route, how to get here.
Oh,
Do it
yeah,
twice,
yeah.
sunny day route and rainy day route, because they're different, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And just stroll along. It takes 3.5 minutes from Ginza Station to get here. And here we are. We would start with checking out of the turnstile.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mokuhankan.
Yeah.
A really easy way to understand. Up the stairs, into Kaminarimon, under the Kaminarimon gate,
Yeah.
up to the other gate in a way.
Yeah.
And that would be a fun video to make.
Yeah.
And do it live. I could just talk and show things as we were going. But I don't think I can do that by myself.
No,
you know.
yeah.
So that's something on the
Totally live as a live stream, or just with the camera record it and then upload it to YouTube later?
I'm thinking about it in terms of a curated production, of course, done properly. But maybe doing it live, and if it goes well, you know, I don't know. I haven't thought about that before.
Okay.
You don't know who you're going to bump into, and
Yeah. It's true.
But we do need that video on the Print Party reservation page. How to get? We've got the map there, and it would be a good idea to have a 3-minute video.
Yeah.
Here you are. Here's actually how to get to our place, and here's what you're going to see along the way, and then do one on a rainy day.
Yeah.
The different route, you know. Don't watch, I'm cheating here. I've got a broken knife blade. I'm just chipping away a little bit of this thing before.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Asuka Sensei would never do that.
Reuse a broken knife blade.
Not when anyone's watching.
Not when anybody was watching.
Am I losing all my pride?
Yeah.
I don't know. How much farther can I fall? How much beer did I have last night?
Uh-oh. Strap a GoPro on camera and send them out to do errands. Just stream that. No, I did. I think one of the first stories I made for Instagram is like a 15-second video, so super sped up, me walking from Kaminarimon to here. But it was very, very short.
Well, for us, you mean? Here?
Yep.
You did that?
Yeah.
So good. You've already done the same.
Really fast.
Okay.
But it was very, very shortened. It was just a speed walk. I think I made someone seasick.
We saw you, or we saw what you
No,
would
just
see?
saw what I was seeing. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't do... Like, it would be much more interesting to have someone talking about what's going on and explaining the neighborhood.
We have in our archive video here, in the old TV shows, when I've been on TV, we keep copies of them wherever we can get. And on the Mac in the shop there's a clip of a TV show. Yeah. And in there there's a 4 or 5 minute segment. And this would have been taken like 1990 or 1991 or something like that. And the TV producers brought me to Asakusa, because this was the home of where woodblock printmaking was, and we stood in front of Sensoji Temple and rambled about Hokusai or something, I don't even remember. And then what they had me do was, we walked down the length of the Nakamise, the really crowded shopping street, towards Kaminari. And it was a rainy day. And what the producer did was they got the camera crew to walk backwards under umbrellas.
Yeah.
People are guiding, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. So I walked forward down towards Kaminari, looking at the camera, gesturing and chatting. And in the old days, of course, this was the heart of the blah, blah, blah. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I was just rambling on about something in my broken Japanese. And we've got that archive. And there it is. There's Dave strolling down Nakamise with the Sensoji in the background.
Yep. Before you even imagined you were going to be down here.
Of course. And that would have been 1991 or something. So it's like, my God, 25 century ago. There I am, strolling down Nakamise, on TV. We've got it. It's on that computer.
Yeah. That would be cool to go see.
I don't want to hear it. The Japanese was my Japanese now, it's not broken, of course, no, but it's whatever. It's foreigners' Japanese. But back then it was. And I was on TV, What?
Yeah, first scan. Sorry, I'm missing some of these questions. Let me jump back and see.
Quarter of a century ago.
I have a picture I want to make a print of. How do you figure out if it's suitable? Someone answered saying, if you want to print it, then it's suitable to print. Try not to make it too difficult with too many intricate lines or patterns, but just go for it. Just try. Any thoughts on that? If you're new at carving, want absolutely. To start a new image.
There's really, at the very beginning of that whole question is one big question. Is it the kind of thing that is based on line work, or is it the kind of thing that is based on masses of color? Line work is sort of what we do in our field, because we start with the creation of lines and then we fill in the spaces.
Right.
Some other image might be more suitable to a more photographic, approach and stuff like that. So that's your basic, when you say, is it suitable for a woodblock print? If you're talking about in this tradition, then step one, draw it with a brush or something. If it stands alone as a drawn thing, then you can do it in this technique. If it doesn't, if it's color masses, then it's going to be a different approach. It's not that you can't make a woodblock print. My friend Matt Brown, he doesn't do line work. He does, landscapes, and there is no key block. He cuts a block for a mountain, prints it, then says, let's do something else. Cuts a block for a bush or whatever, and then goes ahead. And he builds it up.
So he does it just
piece by piece.
He doesn't have a final image in mind, or does he?
He may do like a watercolor painting or something. I don't know what actual step by step, or it may just be in his mind. A lot of it is sort of photographic. So he probably goes out into the mountains around his house there, takes some pictures, looks at the pictures, but he's not actually, tracing photographically Photoshop onto the woodblock. Link his website. It's on oolupress.com. OOLOO press, one word, oolupress.com. It's Matt Brown. He's in New Hampshire. Really, really nice guy. Super smart, very quiet, peaceful, making beautiful work. It doesn't look Japanese, but he uses a baron.
Can we get his images here in our shop?
Well, I've asked him. I asked Lenita Shimizu, Tom, and Matt said,
not right now.
I think he says all he can make goes into his local galleries.
Okay.
And he doesn't need, or maybe he doesn't feel like
really interesting.
They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful prints. And also they're fairly small scale. They're very decorative, and he doesn't try and go for stupidly high prices. He's got the same concept as us. Put them in people's houses, Get busy making them.
Cool. That's really cool. Start a Cameron travel channel. I don't travel too much anymore.
And Matt's work is wonderful. Really, really wonderful.
Yeah, same.
It's really clean and attractive and simple. You can see his character. He and I are similar guys. Well, similar guys, but the approach is different. I think he's a Harvard graduate who was originally going to be something, like doctor, lawyer, internship or whatever, and sort of quote dropped out to do this. He did, I think, cabinet making and fine home construction or something first. Saw an exhibition of Hiroshige prints somewhere in the area, maybe in Boston or maybe up where he is. Said, I think I could maybe maybe try something like that, exactly the same way that I did. But instead of chasing the Japanese aspect of it, coming over here and doing ukiyo-e reproductions and stuff, he took it to a more organic, local feeling for himself.
Yeah.
His area, the mountains and rivers and stuff near his home.
Yeah. Says my imagery is mostly of New England, Vermont, New Hampshire, and the coast of Maine. So people here from Vermont talking about how much they love it.
Oh, so the trees, Vermont trees. There you go. Yes.
This is the guy for you.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, he was in my news. He popped up on the Google. We have alerts for Google woodblock printmaking stuff, and he popped up yesterday, I think, because he's doing some kind of a seminar slash demonstration slash something or other over the next couple of days in Vermont somewhere.
Wow.
And in fact, I noticed the newspaper report said it is going to be taped and then later uploaded to YouTube. So
cool.
And this may be happening like today or tomorrow because it was in a news report of upcoming events. So if you Googled Matt Brown Vermont event or something, those of you who are in Vermont, there might be something quite interesting there. So.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's got an image from Little Cottonwood Canyon. That's in Utah. The Wasatch Mountains. I was like, hey, I know this place. 15 miles from Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Thought so.
Yeah, what he
so I've
had
been
gone
there, I guess so.
He,
it was in his travels.
Okay.
Yeah, his travels category.
Okay.
So, yep. Cool. So if any of you are from or have been to Utah, there's Utah imagery as well. Very beautiful.
He's been around. Matt's been on the net since I think around the same length of time as me. He was one of the first members of the Barron Group back in 1996, I guess it was. I'm not sure. So, we don't communicate too much. He's busy.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. You're doing your thing.
I went over to see him in I think it was 2000 or 2001. We were trying to get into the Boston Museum of Fine Arts. That didn't happen. They didn't let us in. But Matt was there, so Sadako and I went up to see Matt and stay with him for a bit.
That's cool. But they wouldn't let you into the museum? Do you mean your own prints?
I had written in advance. I wrote to 3 or 4 museums. It was when I was doing the Surimono album series, and I was looking for, prints to reproduce for that series.
Right.
And I'd written four institutions: the Chicago, the big one in Chicago, and the MFA in Boston. And I forget the exact. Chicago wrote back and said, "Sorry, nothing, no access. We're too busy." And Boston never wrote back. Just never bothered to write back. And the 2 in Britain, the British Museum and the Victoria and Albert Museum, wrote instantly, said, "Hey, get on over here, no problem." So we went over there, Sadako and I went over there too, and they let us into the back room of the collections. They gave me trays of prints to look at and chatted with me and all that kind of stuff. It was just wonderful access.
That is so cool.
The Americans, 0. And I had expected the other way around, that the Brits would be more concerned. Here's a guy with no degree, he's not academia, who you go away.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah, who do you think you are? But it was the other way around. But this is a long time. This is 2000 or 2001, something back there. So what is it? Boston, you got your collection, you go for it, you take care of it. I get it, they're busy.
Yeah.
But the sidestep fly benefits, we went up to stay with Matt. We saw Leni Shimizu too. When she heard I was coming, she arranged a trip of her own to come up and see Matt.
Oh, fun.
So she came from Connecticut up there to so it was a threesome there. Leni just stopped in and she's a nice lady too. Her stuff is so much fun. Pop that link in. I know.
For Lenita Shimizu.
Yeah, I don't remember the actual URL.
So I'll go take a
Google.
look for
It's something like lenitashimizu.com or something, I think, but I'm not quite sure of the actual URL. And her work is
ShimizuWoodcuts.com.
Okay, sorry.
There it is.
Gotcha.
I'll send that over too.
Yeah.
Her stuff is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, and she's so good at it. And she's old. I'm sorry, I was saying she's older than me. I mean, she's been in Japan longer than me. She came here in the 70s, and she studied down in Kyoto with a specific guy who must now be long passed away, and then took her knowledge back to America and did the same thing as Matt. She looked at the world around her and her local area and community and interprets it in the sense of Japanese woodcuts.
Yeah.
So from those guys, they look at me as a bit of a sort of, Dave, what a wasted talent. You should have learned this stuff and you should have used it to, do woodblock prints of Yorkshire, England, where you were born, or something like this, But because I'm a homeless, rootless kind of guy, to me that doesn't make any sense, I don't really think about making woodblock prints of Halifax, England,
Ohayou gozaimasu.
It's nothing to me.
2 days in a
So
row.
2 days in a row, she was saying hello. Come and say hello. How many of her prints did we sell overnight? Do you know?
Overnight?
What?
Hello.
Oh yeah, she wants us to pause it online.
No, I changed her mind about that last night.
Oh, okay. So
I convinced her to put it back because if we pause it online, she says next batch won't be ready till October. And we had told people there's the sizing we were doing last week. These prints will be available next week on their website. We told the people.
yeah.
And now she had told you shut it down.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
So we've got it. What she's going to give you today is a number that maybe that last batch of 20 she's got.
This is the end.
12 are for the shop and maybe 6 are for online, and it'll be the autumn before the next ones are ready.
Cool.
So she's going to give you a number today.
Great.
And when you hit that number, then take it down.
Okay.
So at the moment it's off, right?
Yeah.
So check with her this morning.
Okay.
And then put it back
Get
on.
it back up. Okay.
And it'll be on for this. I don't want to say this. It sounds like a promotion for a limited time only.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, there will be just a few available.
Yeah, because they are.
Because she can't make them any faster without destroying the whole thing.
Yeah.
This must be. Yes. Good morning, sir. Busy day today. 4 parties. They're lining up to get in here. We are going to be on it all day.
It is 9:30 now. I don't know how soon you need to get going.
I'm going to finish this finish this corner. That's it. So.
Okay.
We just clean up this little bit, and we are out of here to get busy for what will be an extremely busy day here in Mokuhankan. Yesterday was, I don't even want to think about its history, just let it go. My God, yesterday was busy.
Yeah, that was...
Yesterday was busy. That couple of guys who I thought they were going to buy everything in the shop.
Seriously.
5 Ukiyo Heroes prints, a full set of Chibi's prints. I don't know how many Hunger Club. The guy just said, this one, this one, get pointing.
Yeah.
It's nice to have people so enthusiastic about it. It's wonderful.
Supporters,
And they weren't like some rich dudes just blowing money on. They were just, they were thinking about their money, their budget. They were chatting together.
Yeah.
So I felt a little, not bad about that, but I thought I'd be careful.
Yeah.
If someone has so much money they don't know what to do with, then it doesn't matter. Go ahead, take some of the stuff. But these were just whatever, normal. I'm not trying to insult anybody, normal. It was a good day yesterday. So.
It's funny. It says, oh no, they changed the batteries in the doorbell. I noticed that too. It sounds well rested now.
Well, actually, it's funny because I forgot to do that yesterday. I was going to, when I finished the stream, I was going to go up, take the batteries out and charge them.
Yeah.
And I totally forgot to do that.
So it's just fixed itself?
Well, no, I don't know.
Or another staff member did it?
After having rested for a while, the batteries have perhaps, I don't know. But I didn't charge them. I was going to, but I didn't get around to it.
Huh. Because yesterday was just depressing.
Maybe it was the rain. I don't know.
Yeah, it was the rain.
Well, no, really. The humidity in the air or something. Those are pretty strange batteries, that little group of batteries.
Yeah.
And we've been charging them for... when did we open the shop? I don't know. Perhaps there. Yeah. Okay, I'm not done this block. There's one more corner down here, but it's too picky. I don't know, rush. So we'll be back here, same time, same place tomorrow.
Zoom out a bit.
Oops, zoom out a bit. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So this block face is nearly done now.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was hammer. Today it was clear out. And if I had been lucky, I would have got to the end. And that means tomorrow we will start the next phase. So tomorrow we'll finish off this last little bit, and we'll start the next phase, which will be one of these two. It'll either be the blue area, or it'll be I forget. The woody color highlight, darker area. So
cool.
There we go. Same time, same place tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys.
We will see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot. And
were there dropped frames and something or anything?
Still looking good.
Were any dropped frames, or was it just
nothing?
Total?
Yeah.
In that?
Okay. See you later.
Got to be the clue. Safari, isn't it?
Yeah.